Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And today we're going to make another, we're going to make our third Easter hot pad or pot holder. And we're going to use this, this one here, the Easter Bunny. I've got everything all written out, what I need. Instead of the blue around the Easter Bunny, I'm going to use a variegated yarn. But the Easter Bunny is going to be those colors. So, I've got my instructions. And we are going to get started. So, I've picked a really nice Eastery colors. It's got orange and blue and yellow, and there is some grays in it too. But I think that this is going to look really nice as a pot holder. And that is I Love This Cotton yarn. It's I Love This Cotton, it's called. Alright, so we're going to start. What did I do with my needle? I thought I got it out, but maybe not. Okay, I'm going to start with this with a slip knot, and we're going to chain 27. So this square is going to be a 26 by 26. So we're going to chain 27. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me make sure you can see me. Let's see. Adjust that camera a little bit. There. Okay. What did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Alright, so in the second chain from the hook, we're just going to single crochet across. And I really think that this pot holder is going to be so pretty. I'm excited. So in the last two pot holders, we put the variegated inside the Easter egg, and really made some pretty Easter eggs with the single color on the outside. This time, we're putting the variegated outside because we're making an Easter bunny. And I'm so excited about this. I know, it don't take much. Anyway, so the first 4 rows, this is the first row, is going to be just the 26. Once we get across here, we're going to, should have 26 stitches once you get across here. And I'm going to go to buy some more of this yarn from Hobby Lobby because I love this cotton yarn. It is so soft and it's so much easier and pliable to work with than other cotton yarns that I've dealt with in the past. It's even better than the crafters. And plus, you get more yarn in a skein than you do the others as well, I've noticed. Lots more in the skein, too. So, alright, so If you've chained 27, you should have 26 stitches. Right there is what it looks like. And then we're going to chain 1 and turn. And you're going to do 3 more rows. We're going to keep going. We need 4 rows before we start that bunny. So I'm going to do mine off camera and let you get yours done. And I will be back at the at row 5. Okay, so I have 4 rows. And this is what it looks like, just 4 rows. I did find my little piece of paper here. It is the I Love This Cotton yarn. That's from Hobby Lobby. And this color is called City Beat. And it is a striped yarn, as you could see. It's striping. So I think that looks pretty cool. Alright, so now we've got our 4 rows. Here's row 5. We're going to chain 1 and turn. And in row 5 we need 11 stitches. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now I'm not going to finish that because we're going to put the brown in. And I need 4 brown next. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I got to finish that off with another. We're going to leave that brown there. So here is 1, 2, you should have 11 left, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Alright, chain 1 and turn. This is what it looks like for row 5. So row 6, now we need 9. So we're going to start out with 9 singles. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And so now we need to bring up the brown. Bring the brown over. We're going to pull this forward and then bring the brown up. Let's finish that off with the brown. So we have that. And then the next 3 is brown. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Alright, and then we're going to pull in the black because I need 2 black next. Uh-oh. So there's 1 and 2. And now we're going to go back to the brown. and we need 3 brown next. So there's 3. And then we need to go back to our variegated color here. And then we should have 9 on this side. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Chain 1 and turn. So there, that was row 6. Row 7. Now we're needing 8 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now we need to pull out the brown. And then we need 3 brown again. And make sure we carry this yarn with us. There we go. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So, and then we're going to go back to the black. We need to bring them forward. Bring the black in. And we are needing 1 black, 2 brown, 1 black, and then 3 brown. So there's 1, and then we need to go back to the brown. And now we need 2 brown. And then go back to the black. And then we need 1 black. And then there is the bunny smile all done. And then now we need, go back to the brown. Well, now we need 3 brown. Make that a little bit tighter. 1, 2, and 3. So then we're going to go back to the variegated. And we started out with 8 in this row, so we should have 8 left on the variegated. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright. So this is what it looks like so far, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. This was row 7. This was row 7. Okay. So, now, we are done with that, the black mouth. And we are just going to cut off the black because we will be needing that for the eyes later. So there's no use in carrying it throughout until we get there. So now, also, I'm going to cut those off too because I kind of worked those ends in as I went. So we're going to chain 1 and turn for row 8. And in row 8, we need to start out with 7 now. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we're going to switch to the brown again. And we are needing 12 brown. So we're just going to go all the way across the bunny with this brown. So there's 1, 2. We're carrying this variegated with us. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And I am going to switch over to the variegated. Leave that brown behind there. And now I should have 7 on this side left. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. No, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would help if I counted right. There we go. Now we have 7. Alright, so there's that. And you can kind of see the bunny smile right there. So, yeah, that looks fine. Alright, so now, row 9, we're going to chain 1 and turn, and now we need 7 stitches to start out with. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we're going to switch over to the brown. I'm going to work in this black yarn as I go. Alright, so I am needing 5 brown. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I need to add pink yarn for the nose. So our next 2 stitches is going to be pink. Come on. If I can get it to work here. So there's 1 and 2. And then we need to go back to the brown. And then we should have 5 brown left. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to cut these ends off right here. Now I need to switch to the variegated and put 7. We need 7 more stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I don't know how in the heck I did that, but I've got them. Alright, so that was row 8, or 9. That was row 9. Chain 1 and turn, and that's the only pink we're going to do for that nose. So I'm going to cut this off, because we don't need that pink until we get to the ears. So row 10, we need 7 stitches to start out with again. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we're going to start the eyes. So now we're switching to the brown, and we need 2 brown, 2 brown, 2 black, 4 brown, 2 black, 2 brown. So, wait a minute, I need to carry this variegated yarn with me. I can't leave it behind. So there's 1, 2, and then I'm going to come in with the black now. Alright, so there's 2 black, and then we need to go back to the brown, and we need 4 brown. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going back to, oh no, I didn't carry that. I need to carry that black with me. I need it. Goodness gracious. Alright, here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going back to the black. And now I need 2 black. And then go back to the brown. And then we need 2 brown. Alright, then back to the variegated. There's 1. We should have 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And that's what it looks like so far. Alright, so that was row 10. Now we're needing row 11. So again, we're going to start out with 7. One, 2, 3, row 11. Yes. 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now we need 2 brown again. So let's bring up the brown. Make sure we bring this with us. We need that. And we're going to switch over to black. And we need 1 black, 1 white, and then we need the 4 brown. Then we need the white, black. So okay. So with black, and now we need a white. Just a little dot for the eyes. So we're going to put the white next. And then we're going to switch to the brown again. Did we leave that brown behind? Dang it. Oh, goodness. I need to carry this brown. I need it. Alright. The black. A lot going on in this section here. Because of these eyes are a little bit tedious. They're white. And now look for the brown. Yeah.
Hey, honey, there was like 3 or 4 ants. 2 of them in the water, so I changed it. I put some ant traps, so I killed a bunch and I cleaned that floor. So let's keep an eye. They're moving again. I got to try to figure it out. I took her food out and checked. There was none in her food, but they were walking around. I killed probably about 6 of them, so I'm watching.
All right.
But let's keep a close eye.
All right. So now we have 4 brown now.
I changed her water. I don't see any more. They were coming out from the door, and I killed a bunch of them.
Okay. So then we have the white.
I'll be going pretty soon. I'm waiting for release.
All right.
Look, there's one.
So I need a white here, and then we need a black. And we're going to put a black in next. All right, and then we're going to go back to the brown.
Okay. Bye. They're coming.
And then you have 2 brown and 7 variegated. There's the 2 brown, and now we have the variegated here. So we should have 7. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And that's what it looks like. Alright. Alright, so that was 11 rows. So it gets easy for a little bit. We are going to cut this white and black off because we are not going to need that anymore. We're just going to need the variegated and the brown now for a little bit. Till we get to the ears. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn for row 12. In row 12 we're going to need 8 of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So then we're going to switch to brown. And we are needing 10 brown across there. And I'm going to try to work in these ends a little bit. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, so I'm just going to cut these ends off right here. So I don't have to work in a lot of ends. Alright, and then we're going to bring up the variegated, and we should have 8 of those left. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And yeah. So there is row 12, row 13, chain 1 and turn. We're going to start out with 9 stitches. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we're going to switch over to the brown. And we need 8 brown. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we should have 9 variegated left. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright, so we are at row 14, chain 1 and turn. And now we start out with 10. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then go to the brown. And then we need 6 brown. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then go to the variegated, and we should have 10 left of the variegated. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then that was row 14. So row 15, chain 1 and turn. And now we're going to start out with 9. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we're going to go to brown, and we need 3 brown. So there's 3. Wait a minute. I left a variegated with a behind. Goodness gracious. I need that. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and then go the variegated, and then we're going to put 2 in there, and then go okay. We don't carry this stuff with us. It won't be there to use. 2, then go back to the brown, and I need 3 brown again. 1, 2, 3. That is the start of the ears. Now back to the variegated, and then we should have 9 variegated left. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And there we have it. So we've got the start of the ears going here. And we're going to chain 1 and turn for row 16. And now in row 16 we need 8. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to bring up this brown. I need to bring that forward. We are needing 2 brown, so it's 2 brown, 1 pink. So we're going to bring the pink back in to do these ears. So we've got 1 pink, and then back to brown, 1 brown, and then back to the variegated. We're going to bring this pink in with us. We need 2 variegateds here. And then we'll go back to the brown. And so we need 1 brown, and then back to the pink. One pink, and then back to the brown. And then we need 2 brown. And then we're going to go back to this variegated again. And we are needing, what was it? 8. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we've got a good start on the ears. And we're going to chain 1 and turn. Okay, so that was 16, now 17. We need 7 of this variegated. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to the brown, and we need 2 brown, 2 pink, 1 brown. Alright, so there's 1, 2, I left that variegated behind again. One, 2 brown, and 2 pink. And then we need to go to 1 brown. One brown, and then we start out with a variegated again. One, 2, and then we need 1 brown and 2 pink. And then back to the brown again. And we need 2 brown. And then back to the variegated. And we should have 7 left for that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That is correct. Alright. This is what we have so far. You could see that. It's right here. I guess we could see it right here. Alright, that's what we have so far. Alright. So we are row 18 next. Yes, row 18. Let's see. I have a little bit of tangles going on here. Let's see if I can... bring some yarn out here. Alright. So, chain 1 and turn. And now for row 18 we need 6. We're starting out with 6. So, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we need the brown to come up. So we need 2 brown. Bring this with us. Alright, there's 2. And then we have to bring the pink up. That's this here. And now I need 3 pink. So there's 1. Hang on, I left that brown behind again. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we got to go back to the brown. And we need the 1 brown. And then go to the variegated. And we need 2 variegated. And then we go back to the brown. And we need 1 brown. And then back to the pink. And we need 3 pink. But we need to carry this brown with us. Hang on, I need that brown up there. There's 1, 2, and 3. And then back to the brown. And I need 2 brown. 1 and 2. And this little bit of a tail here I'm cutting off. And now we need to go back. I need this variegated yarn to go with me on those 2 browns. So there's 1, 2, and then switching over to the variegated. We need 6, right? 6. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 1 and turn. So that was 18, and now 19. We're going to, we need 6 again. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then we're going to switch to brown. And we need 2 brown. So it'll be 2 brown, 2 pink, and 2 brown. That's what it's going to be. Whoop. Come up, bring the pink up. Okay, 2 pink. And then 2 brown. And then we need the variegated. 2 variegated. Yep. And then go back to the brown. And 2 brown. And then back to the pink. And 2 pink. Oh, the brown's not with me. Come on. And then back to the brown. And now we need 2 brown. And then back to the variegated. Now we just need 6 of them. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright. Alright, so chain 1 and turn. Okay, that was 19. We are going to cut this pink off because we don't need this pink anymore. We're just dealing with the variegated and the brown now. So we are needing, in 19 we need 6. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're on 20. Yeah, we're on 20. And we need 6 on 20. Alright, so that's right. Now we're going to go to the brown. And we need 5 brown. Yep. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need 4 variegated. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 5 brown. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hang on. I did not bring that variegated with me, and I need that. You just got to remember to bring that with you. Alright, so there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pull them out of there. Alright, so no, row 21 now is chain 1 and turn. And so now we need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Bring up this brown. And then we need 3 brown. So 1, 2, 3. Then go back to my variegated, and I need 6 of those. Bringing that brown with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Back to the brown. I need 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3, and then back to the variegated. And there should be 7 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And so the bunny ears are complete. The bunny is pretty much complete now. It is complete, not pretty much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this brown off. And I'm going to pull this brown out of here. It kind of got tangled. I was trying to not do that. Sometimes you cut something off, you can just pull it out. It looks like it did. There we go. Okay. Now we're just dealing with the variegated yarn because our bunny is complete. And we're going to chain 1 and turn. And this is 22. And there's, so we're just single crocheting across. So you should have 26 stitches doing this in this row. So we see this side of this now. This is our bunny, and we need 4 more rows of this before this square is complete. So I am going to finish mine off camera, and I'll let you get yours done, and I will be back to show you what to do next. Okay, so here is our Easter bunny. Looking pretty good. Alright, so now we need to make another, you either make another Easter bunny, or you could do what I'm doing. We're going to make another square, but I'm going to make it without the Easter bunny. Chain 1, we got chain 27, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, 27. Alright, so then just like we did that, we're just going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then every chain across, making 26 stitches, and then you're going to do 26 rows of this. Oh, and then by the way, if you wanted to make these into washcloths, you would just, well, we used to do that. And we're going to do a border around that here in a minute. But let me get this started real quick. But in order to do pot holder or hot pads, you need 2 squares to sew together. So like I said, either you make another Easter bunny, or you just do this, 26 rows of this will match this. So let me get another color, and we're going to put a border around that, and I'll show you what border we're going to put. I'm going to use this darker orange to put the border around this. I'm going to have the back facing me. The back of my work should be facing me. So and then work my ends in as I go. Alright, so we're going to chain 1 and turn, and I need to put 3 half double crochets in this first stitch. And then that's going to be my corner. And now I need to put a half double crochet in each stitch across. Alright, so we're just doing a half double crochet. Alright, and then we are in this corner, we're going to put 3 half double crochets in the corner. And then you're just going to work down the side, because these are just like stitches each row. There's 26. So you should have 24 stitches going on in between the corners all around. There should be 24. Okay, so we're going to do that all the way around, and we'll be back and I'll show you what to do next. Alright, so I've got the all the half double crochets done. We're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn our work so that the front is facing you. Make the front face me, okay. Alright, I need the back loop only, single crochet. We're just going to go to the back loop only. When you get to those 3 stitches in the corner, in the middle stitch, in the back loop only, you're going to put 3 single crochets in there. And then you're just going to continue back loop all the way around, just making sure that you do those corners with 3 single crochets. Okay, so you're going to do that all the way around, and I will meet you at the end of this round. Alright, so we're going to chain one, and let's see, we are going to just start our last row of single crochets in both loops. And then remembering where we did our 3 single crochets in the corners. So we're just going to do one more round of singles, and then I also made my back piece, and I'm going to put a border around this, and then we will be back. I'm going to do the same border that I did here around this, and then we'll be back to show you how to sew everything together, or crochet it together. Okay, so I've got my back piece done, and I'm putting 2 back sides together. And I've got to figure out what stitch this is. Let's see, there's the corner. Right here. It's the 3rd one down. 1, 2, 3. Here it is. Okay, so I am going to single crochet these together. I'm just going through both. So this stitch and the other stitch, just go through both loops on both sides. Just like this. Alright. Nope, I didn't do that right. There we go. This way. Now, I am not going to put a corner on this, because there's already a corner on it. So, all I'm doing is even going around the corners and single crocheting together like that. Okay? So we're just going through each stitch all the way around until this thing is sewn completely together. Alright, so this is the sewing part, and we will be back for the final round of our pot holder, and I will see you then. Okay, so now that I've got this thing all sewed together, or crochet together, I'm going to chain one and I'm going to turn so that the front is looking at me. And there is my Easter bunny. Alright. In this first one right here, I'm going to put a single crochet and 2 doubles. And that is a falling leaf stitch. We are going to skip 2, and now we're up to the corners, and we're actually going to put a falling leaf stitch in each one of these corners instead of skipping 2. So 3 falling leaf stitches in the next 3 stitches. Now we're going down the side, we're going to skip 2, and in the third one put a falling leaf stitch in. And we're going to do that all the way down. And when we get to the corners, make sure we put a falling leaf stitch in each one of those 3 in the corners. This is so beautiful. I love this variegated yarn, or it's not a variegated yarn, it's actually a striped yarn. Alright, so we're just going to go all the way around this, like this. And then we're back in the corner again. And this is bringing us directly to those 3 in the corner, which worked out very nicely. One in each one of those 3, so we could turn that corner and then skip 2, and in the third one put our falling leaf stitch in, like so. And so all the way around it's going to have this pretty scallop. It's so pretty. I hope you guys had a lot of fun making this Easter bunny with me. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.